Traders, good morning and welcome to this live trading webinar. My name is Theo for the new traders here, and I would like to welcome you. I hope everyone is having a great time so far, and let's get started. So just risk warning to acknowledge that it's contained for general information only and it's not intended to provide any personal advice or recommendation. Thank you very much for your understanding. So today we had the interest rates in Australia. As you notice, the market moved higher as well along with the hike of the rates. It's been, I think, 8th or 9th time in a row the RBA raised the interest on their cash deposits and the loans, of course. Trade balance in Australia, it came slightly lower than the expected one, but looks like that the market still appreciated. Later on, we will have the balance of trade in Canada, minus 0.04 billion, expected to raise to minus 0.5 billion. So we will see the Canadian dollar maintain some strength. Premium analytic. What's on today's top headline? Biden to urge quadrupling new 1% tax on stock paybacks. Reserve Bank of Australia delivers 9th consecutive rate increase, stay hawkish. UK regulators are urged to address pension risks after last year's crisis. Russian deficit soars to $25 billion on war spending, oil embargo. Here it says oil and gas revenue nearly dropped 46% in January. Ukraine warns Russia is planning major offensive. CBS nearing $10.5 billion deal for primary care provider Oak Street Health. And the last one, Google opens GPT rival barn for testing as AI war heats up. Okay, that's all for the from the premium analytic. Back to charts. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So let's start with the Australian dollar today, as we have the interest rates in Australia. And guys, did you bought yesterday? Some people were commenting they are keen to buy the support here. More accurate is this line here. Did you buy that support, or maybe did you buy this morning? I commented on that I wasn't interested to buy the support, but a price action like a doji candle on support at support intersection with this trend line support and this horizontal support. Let's check for fib retracement. There is 61.8 fib retracement, and also additional we have the two moving averages, the 50 and the 200 day moving average. They cluster all together. It's 5 factors. It's a more than a high probability setup. Some traders, they buy the breakout here. They hide their stop loss below the doji. So give it or take, it's 100 pips for 180 pips room to move. That's not bad. Let's move on. Pound against the dollar. I'm still waiting for the market to come and tap into this area of support. On the 4-hour chart, we said that it makes more sense to see the price rejected within this rectangle. For today, although we had a very small move yesterday, excuse me for that. A very small move happened yesterday. The body, you can see it's very, very small compared to the previous candle body. So it's a bit dangerous, to be honest, to try and sell it. If we're going to sell it, maybe it's going to just come to this area and reverse. We don't know. Okay, but this candle doesn't leave us with too much of information about today's bias. On the other hand, the euro yesterday sold off nicely, and it looks like now there is some traders, they argue, so is here a support, or is this one the most valid support, and is this one acted as the resistance here, or it's this point here now, it's going to be the resistance for this candle. So it's times like this we say there is an area instead of a specific point on the chart. So if we include this high, then definitely that's a support. If we're going to include this high here or this low here, definitely that's can act as resistance. All right, now it's really, there is no right and wrong thing or correct and wrong way of drawing the line, because it's so many points that they can be included. And what I can see is that the price can come all the way down and tap into this area of support. So, or at the least to come until this bullish engulfing candle. And it looks like it matches nicely with the 50 moving average. So I might be looking to sell it today on a move to the downside. We had a bit of a struggle yesterday to create a new high on the USD CHF. The price just stopped at this resistance area. Talked about the Australian dollar, some hawkish news. They are favorable. The Aussie, if we drop down to the 5-minute chart, you see we are still trading within this bullish candle. I believe that was the news candle. Let me check the time down. Yes, 5:30. So, and we are having a 5-minute support zone. So 5-minute support, the moving averages are very well apart. And it looks like a good bullish momentum to come out of this move. The Kiwi also stopped at this area here where that was the origin of this move to the upside. So many buying orders were sitting here I believe so. And we had this dodgy candle. USD against the Canadian dollar. I'm expecting to see some breakouts for a continuation, for a creation, a trend to the upside or to the downside. Depends on the trade balance today. We can see some movement. Here on the US dollar against the Japanese yen, if we go down to the 4-hour chart, maybe we can see a more clear picture. So here our block, it was this last bullish engulfing candle. So this inside bearish candle, it acted as a zone for sellers. So looks like they are coming. Maybe that's going to be a move to fill this gap as well. We will see. We don't know yet. Australian dollar against the Japanese yen. It losing some steam here. Although the Australian dollar, it shows some good performance, but maybe the Japanese yen, it will come with more strength. Here at resistance, there is no trend, there is nothing. We don't have any strong bias with the euro against the yen, pound against the yen. That's a 5-minute chart. Let's delete some lines. So we had this resistance here. The market stopped, pushed the downside. We are within this trading range. Swiss franc against the Japanese yen, we stopped at this moving average. And also here, as you can clearly see, it's a seller zone at this area here. So we do expect some push to the downside. Very inconsistent when we see trends. We would like to see candles that they are moving away from each other and create clear pattern, clear structure. Like these candles that they stick to each other and they are inside and all this stuff, it's not an ideal trending market. Canadian dollar against the Japanese yen stopped at this resistance here as well. Yesterday with this, let's say, dodgy candle, the market easily can fill this gap, and especially in Forex trading, it's a very high chances for gaps to be filled and fast. Gold, I don't recognize any strong area of support to start buying. What I recognize is that we broke below this trend line. Market was in an uptrend. The break of the trend line is the first signal to alert traders that maybe this trend is coming to an end. So any push below this low here, any close below this low here, can lead the price to come all the way down and retest some levels like maybe this one here, this one there. It's a bit mixed, to be honest, here. So let's just put the most recent we can see is this bottom. It matches with this one, it matches with this one, pretty much the same, in the same area, in the same zone like this. Bearish candle as well. The crude oil slowly it sold off up to this point. Buyers, they are coming in. We will see what's going to happen. We are within this ranging situation. And gas still on the free fall, some bullish candle yesterday. Silver finally broke to the downside, and we do expect to see some retracement and reversal. So that will be a good, that can give us good opportunities, to be honest, to get involved with that. Excuse me, Bitcoin is just ranging here, nothing. The euro against the USD with no open trades now. Best to see Theo, it seems to be reversing. Thanks. Dashcam, is it seems to be reversing? If we don't see a reversal price action, we don't know if it's going to reverse, right? David, good morning. Roman, HV, Nirsim, Cherry, good morning, guys. David, I read your message today. I was looking for your message below the live trading post, but this morning I saw it on another post, so I didn't have the chance to read it. But after this live, I will read it, and I will. That's okay, mate. I will comment it tomorrow on the live trading here. Euro against the pound. We are in this uptrend. The market created higher high. Finally, we broke above this resistance. We keep an eye on the retracement, like it happened with the Euro CHF recently. After we break above this resistance, the market came and retested the origin of the move, this order block here, before it continues to the upside. The euro against the Canadian dollar. Guys, is anyone still holding a trade on this one here, or you closed it? Did an order block in S&P 500 yesterday too, when long got a good scalp profit. Well done. Euro CHF, now we are around this this area of support. Euro New Zealand. It's been a while to get involved with this pair, really, due to its kind of choppiness. So there is an argue about this area, then this area, then we have this area. So let's just leave this one for now. Then the clear area of support is this one here. There is a lot of intraday supports here. So it depends on the time frame we are trading. Pound against the Australian dollar. We comment about this trade here. Was a nice trade to initiate the downside. Yesterday, this doji candle could be used to add more. Euro Australian dollar. Look, guys, Euro Australian dollar, it's if you just observe what's happening in the market here. Let's say as we zoom in a little bit, we see the market, it's just moving around like this. Okay, we spotted that the more we zoom in, the more we can identify trend for daily chart traders, for swing trading. It's not an ideal, to be honest. It was a good pair to trade, I believe, early this morning. Also, okay, on the 5-minute chart, it doesn't look that bad. Okay, we have this continuation pattern. So any break to the downside can create some activity at least to reach this area here. So we can keep an eye on that. But comparing the weakness of the euro and the strength of the Australian dollar, we can definitely use it in our advantage. If you're asking me to pick up a trade today on this pair here, I wouldn't look for long. Obviously, I will look only for short plays. Pound against the CHF, we are coming all the way to this support. Pound CAD, not yet at the support, but very close to it. Australian dollar CHF, it's nothing, I can't see anything here. Australian dollar against the Kiwi. Interesting to see Australian dollar against the Canadian dollar. We rejected this area of resistance right here. Market pushed all the way to the downside. And we have this area of support. We have a dodgy candle on support. You don't see USD JPY climbing further, given US strength against pound, euro, etc. Aussie CAD still on uptrend. Okay. The dollar index bounced from the support, so we do see that we reached the 50 moving average, and we can see some weakness here, but again, we are not in a trending environment. We didn't have the higher high to say for sure we are trending. So for this time, we are taking some intraday trades with the dollar. The DAX yesterday, did anyone keep trading the DAX yesterday, guys, to the short side? Yes, dollar index up. That's true. S&P 500. Yesterday, we had this area of resistance hit with a bearish inside candle, and the market sold off a little bit. Now, at the resistance, we expect the price to fall instead of rally. Yeah. So S&P, in which, David, the S&P yesterday, in which time frame you went long? Because based on this analysis here, S&P will be, technically talking, will be easier to take it to the short side, but you longed it maybe from this area here, maybe from these order blocks here to the upside. So let's have a look at the DAX for today. Let's zoom in. What does the market is doing now? We are in this higher high, higher low. So technically we are in an uptrend. Yesterday we had this hammer here in an uptrend, but with no any bullish momentum. So at any point we can see some bullishness to come. So what do I do? As I explained you yesterday, I go to the 5-minute chart. I find the low. Okay, we have this low here and pretty much this high. The quite long one, huh? So we had this. And it's either a sell order, either we put an order to sell it here and an order to buy here. Whichever it's going to be hit at first, we cancel the other, and we hold the market to move to our direction. We put stop loss, for example, if let's say here you have 2,800 points. Looks like somewhere in the middle. On S&P 500, 15-minute charts on the S&P. Yeah, so it looks like you bought somewhere here, yeah, 1740. Yep. Okay, so you might use this area. Okay. Nasdaq was so choppy yesterday. Yes, Nasdaq was choppy yesterday, but the direction was clear. Yeah, it was for sale. This one here, after this inside candle on resistance, we could sell the Nasdaq. So few trades from this 5-minute resistance or from this double top rejection. If you were around, that's the only thing I can see on the chart, guys. So we take its higher probability to take on the lower time frames are from the extremes. Yeah, we take the extremes. We do our analysis on the daily chart. We saw that Nasdaq, its daily resistance, daily price action indicates some sale pressure to come. We go on the 5-minute, we find, so this is a strong area of the 5-minute resistance. Why to get involved with these areas here? So that's a strong support because the price just moved away. It reaches this resistance here. Okay, we have the first reference. So rejected here at this support, that's good. And then here it was a trade, double top, strong resistance, make some pips and move on. So we have 1 minute before the London Open. You also took the pin bar. You traded the pin bar, David, yesterday. Yeah, you have this pin bar here. $10 o'clock. So if we're going to break below here, we can sell this one here. No problem. Came too late for me. That's the FTSE. I don't do this strategy on the FTSE, to be honest. I do it only on the DAX. It's going to close like this bullish. It means the stop loss will be hit. I didn't put a hard stop loss now because I'm just in front. Yes, Tasha, I got another 5 or 7 minutes, I think, on this webinar. So FTSE is exploding higher, which is great. So the pound obviously is selling off. Most of the times when the FTSE moves higher, the pound just goes. Yes, HV, I totally agree with you. Very, very true. Very true. Sure, when we look back, it seems easy, but it isn't so easy to move in present. That's 100%, that's 100% sure. But the only thing we can control on in trading, it's the levels we're going to choose to trade. That's the only thing. If we try to get into levels that there are what we call hard levels of resistance and support, then it's ideal. Tyler, why don't you show a swing trade opportunity? Swing trade opportunity, I will show you when the market is really trending, but when the market is in trendless, guys, for me, this trade is enough. I don't know for you, but for me, it was enough due to the fact that market already sold off too much. It's scalping. When I do scalping, I'm really not aggressive at all. Just take some of the profits the market make available, and then come back the next day, move on. If you want to make a fortune over the trade and it comes, it's fantastic. Be mindful if you are still in the trade. Be mindful here. There is a strong support. The market can experience some bounce. Okay, guys, I think I'm running out of time. So we're going to be here again. I'll come back tomorrow at the same time. Please make sure you tune in tomorrow. Like and subscribe this video on YouTube. If you have any comments, leave them on the Telegram channel. I wish you happy trading and looking forward to see you again at the same time. Thank you so much.